Hello everyone, I'm Ruben and welcome to your Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. To download your free resources and create it with us, just simply click on the source file link in the description below. So yesterday we had so much fun creating and animating in Adobe XD, but today for day 4, we're going to be creating a style guide. So let's get to it right away. All right, so we're going to be creating a style guide, build a style guide for a quick reference to get your design cohesive and streamlined. And this is something that you can share with your other designers, with POs, PMs, stakeholders, clients, anyone that needs to have a reference for your brand and, all the things that you need. Style guides can be pretty extensive, but for today, because of time, of course, we're going to be creating some C. All right, so let's get started right away. Okay, so if you downloaded your starter file, you're gonna get something like this. I already created a color palette that I'm gonna be using, as well as like a little logo, that I put in there, and some iconography. This is the only differences between your file and my file. But let's get to it right away. So we're gonna press A to create an artboard, and we're gonna go into the web 1920 by 1080, and then let's just name this style guide. Right? Perfect. All right, so then what we're gonna do, let's just bring this down so that way I can have all my files next to all the components I created. So let's bring this component up here. That's good. And then, you know what? Let's go into the libraries and then just add in all these colors. So select them all and then just go into the colors and just click on the plus. So that way you add them all in there all at once. And then what we're going to start with the main logo. All right, so for the main logo, we have this component and these components as well. So I'm gonna just grab these three, copy, click on my artboard and paste. And then what I'm gonna do here is actually bring the grids on the right panel here. And then let's pull in some guides so that way we like go to the edge of the artboard, and then when you see those arrows, those black arrows, then just grab one of those and just like pull them in. Let's probably, let me see, this is probably way too close to the, yeah, that's too close. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably too close. Let's go probably there. They just turn it off. And then let's just align everything within this. All right, so I like this so far. Now let's bring some color for the main logo section, and then let's just add in like some other stuff as well. So for this, maybe we're gonna use the dark version of it, and then we're gonna just like select all your links and bring it to white. And then let's create a background color. Let's create a background color for the whole thing. So let's use one of those light colors. Let's see, probably this one. That looks kind of cool. And then what I want to do is actually bring the logo, but then the logo now does not work on this color, so we might have to change that. So let's just bring it in and then make this probably like, I'm gonna click, like command click on the object, and then just like, let's pick this one, for example. And then let's do the same thing for the brand. Let's just, trust me, it's there. It's just like the background is the same color. So let's just bring it here. Oops. Let me just hold on one second. Just ungroup this. and then just like bring it here. That looks kind of nice. So let me just like put it right there. Okay, that's great. I don't like this purple right now because we picked a new style guide. So I'm gonna just like, this is kind of like representing your logo. So I have some squares here that represent the spacing between the logos. So I'm just gonna pick another color. Maybe this one, maybe that one is too light, of course. This one is too pronounced. That one I don't like. Let's do this one, for example. That's great. And then let's bring this component to add in something interesting in within within this section. So I'm gonna ungroup this and make this bigger, and then just like, I don't know, dim it a little bit, like about there. All right. So I think section 1 is done. So let's go to the next one because we are, we have a long way to go, right? So we have other sections and we have to animate this. So let's pull this in. 1 second, pull this in right there. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the next one, which is the typography. So we're gonna grab this, this, and this. We're gonna copy and gonna paste it in here. But what I wanna do also is to break it apart. You know that this is like a seamless background. I don't want that. So I'm gonna just like go ahead and create kind of like a new section. And I want it to be the same size as my top one, which is 1080. It's 1920 by 1080. So just change the height to 1080. Remember to remove your border and then just bring it back, right? So bring it back by pressing the Command or Control bracket. All right, so I think this works kind of like that. This is perfect. Let's see this one. Let's line that up with that one on top. One thing that I wanted to do probably is change the color of the typography of the main logos, of the main sections. Maybe I'm gonna add it to my character, but then I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna edit it, right click and edit, and then probably pick this color, you know, and then do the same thing and just apply what I did here. Maybe you can barely see it, but it's better than black. So these two, what I'm gonna do is Command click and just like eyedrop it and just do this for now. That's great. I think I like this. Maybe I can do something crazy in here, but we'll see. If we have time, we can do something else. All right, so we have the second section there. What I'm gonna do is just like grab everything and just group it. Go into your layers panel at the bottom left and just call it, you know, typography. And we should do the same thing for the main one as well. So let's just like grab this whole thing. I think it's all of it. Just Command G, Control G on your PC and just group it. Let's call it main logo, right? All right. So let's see who's on the chat today. Let's see. Laura is here. Phil is here again. Sam is here. Annie. Hello, Annie. Let's see. Umakan is here. Hey, hey. How you guys doing? Lamont, Web Donut, is here again. Hey guys, how you doing? A lot of people today. That's fun. All right, so let's keep working on our style guide. If you are on YouTube, just hop on behance.net/Adobe Live. Cool. So we have two sections. Let's just like copy this one and just like drag it down and repeat it, right? So then what we're gonna do is just rename this. What's the third section? It's colors actually. So let's call it colors. because colors are very, you know, tricky. What I'm gonna do for the background, I'm gonna pick this light, or maybe this one. Maybe we can do this one. Yeah, let's pick this one just to see if maybe I can make it a little lighter by going towards the white, maybe about there. So, you know, legibility is very important. So you gotta keep that in mind. So let's pick the color section and just like get rid of the other section for the typography because we already have that. We're gonna drop it in there. I'm gonna eyeball it, but this section could be probably a lot bigger. We'll see. But let's see. We're gonna, to repeat this, we're gonna just like click on the repeat grid, and then let's go to the right, and also let's just do 2 instead of, you know, more than that. I think that's good enough. And what we'll have to do is just like click on the background and just extend that background a little more because we need more space. Let's click on the actual artboard and just make it longer because we might run out of space here. So, and then let's just go ahead and pick some of these colors that we already have. So kind of like the main, you know, the main colors. And of course you will change all the metrics and I mean like all the coding for each one of them, for the hex, for the RGB and the CMYK. But for the time being, we are just going to, you know, I think I have this one already. So I got that one. That one kind of like blends in with the background kind of thing, but we're gonna do something about that one. Then let's just pick a white one maybe, and a gray one. Gray is a gray neutral color. Something like about there. Maybe this one, we might have to add a border in there. I don't like that. Maybe we'll add a shadow in there. So that way you can see it even, whoops. That happened because I'm inside the, let's go back and then inside the grid. So let's just like click outside the grid and just like draw a circle or maybe an oval shape and just like, let me just bring it down a little bit. Then just pick your color. Maybe this color will do. Then in here in your effects, just pick on the object blur and then blur it out and then bring it down, like bring it all the way down. Okay, so that's you know, in there, but we're gonna lower the opacity because it's way too pronounced. Something about there, so you can see a little more. Okay, perfect. So we have the colors already in place. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what we have. We have patterns and we have iconography. So let's go with the white one again. So let's just pick this one and just hold down Option or Alt in your PC and just like duplicate it again and then call it patterns. Is that right? Patterns. Perfect. And let's just pick the patterns, which are these. Let's just go in there. Make sure you remove the other ones by pressing delete, and then okay, perfectly lined up. But then sometimes let's just, because we only have 3 patterns, let's just perfectly center this, right? Just center this. Maybe this could be up a little bit, and then just grab the whole thing again, just perfectly center. You see those guides showing up there. We have the patterns because this is a pattern, so why don't we do something cool with it? Let's just probably pick this one. Let me see if I can just like pick some of this stuff, right? Let's just pick some of this stuff there. copy it, and then I don't know, maybe paste those patterns in there somewhere. Control G. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we can go even dark, like for this one. Let's pick the darkest color that we have in there. And then in here, we're going to pick the lightest color, maybe that one. And then in here, we're going to probably bring this down so that way we have, you know, some patterns in the pattern section. Maybe we have something there. Maybe we have, whoops, let's just grab the whole group and just duplicate the whole thing. And let's make it even bigger, maybe like huge. And then what we're going to do is actually lower the opacity, maybe. Let's just lower the opacity a little bit. And then if you wanted to mask this out because it's going, you know, above, outside the edges, we're going to just copy the background. Let's just group them together. And then let's put the background on top, which is this one. And let's call it, you know, let's call it BG mask, right? And then grab the two of them, right click, and then select mask with shape. Perfect. Maybe I want to do like a gradient. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. Let's see. Just probably bring down the opacity again. It's 11, so bring it down a little more. That's good. I don't know. What do you guys think on the chat? What do you guys think so far for this quick reference style guide, also known as the style sheet? You know, it's the same thing over and over. It's the same thing. It all depends how you call it, but it's the same thing. All right, so I think the last one is actually iconography. So for that one, I don't know, maybe yeah, maybe we do the Y. I always start with the Y, but then ended up changing it. So that's all about, you know, design. It's about trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. So I'm gonna copy this and just go in here. Remember to rename your stuff. This is called typography, but this is actually called the iconography section, because later on we're going to use these to get to it. All right, so we have two set of icons. So I'm going to go and change actually the color of them. Let's just pick the eyedropper and just like, you know, it could be that color, but also let's just duplicate this. Whoops. Make sure you click on the actual grouping, and then let's change the color to another color. The eyedropper, maybe this will work. I don't know. Maybe let's do it again. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's kind of nice. All right. So let's click on the actual grouping. I'm gonna just lock this one. You press Command L to lock it and just like select, and like about there. I don't know, it feels kind of empty. So I'm probably gonna bring maybe this stuff. Maybe like about there. Let's just Control G, copy, and then let's just paste this on the iconography maybe. Just to bring something into, you know, I don't know, maybe we can turn it, maybe like about there. Maybe we can just duplicate this and make it even bigger. Turn it again, make it even bigger. I don't know, maybe like something there, just to make it interesting, you know. It all depends on the brand, of course, the brand that you're working on. Okay, so far so good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sections. Are we missing one from here? No, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's great. So let's bring up the artboard to go like pretty close to here. Let's just go in like pretty intense. Let's go in there. That's perfect. And what we are going to do now is just actually animate this stuff. So we have the main logo section, we have the typography, we have the colors, we have the colors here. Let me just organize this. After the colors, we have the patterns, and then the last one is the iconography. And then we have these two things that they belong inside the iconography. So I'm gonna just like put them in there because they're not supposed to be outside. Perfect. All right, so far so good. I really like this. So now what we can do is just, let's animate this. So what we're gonna do is save your file, of course. Always save your file, Command S, Control S on your PC. And then what we're gonna do is go into the prototype mode, which is on the top left, and then let's start clicking on, Command click on the main logo, and then click on that little arrow just once. And then in here on tab, what we're gonna do, the action, the type instead of transition, we're gonna do is scroll to. And then we're gonna go into the main logo. So it's gonna go into the main logo. Let's do is in and out, and let's do 0.8. Now click on the next one, which is the typography. Do the same thing, one click, then scroll to. This is what I love about Adobe XD. It remembers the last, the last action I had as far as prototyping, and then go into typography. Is in and out, perfect. Let's do the third one, which is the color. Destination, I'm gonna pick color. This is why it's so important, so you can name your files and also name your groups. The fourth one is patterns, so we're gonna go into patterns. And then the last one, one click, just one click, guys, go into iconography. Now I think this is good to go. So let's click on it and preview it. But you will see what happened right now. This is something that we're gonna fix. I'm just gonna do it on purpose. If you click on typography, it goes there, but my navigation is still at the top. So in order to fix that, we're gonna close this. We're gonna go back again into your design, click on the navigation here on the left, and go to the right and click on this fixed position when scrolling. Now, when we go into the preview, whoops, something happened there. We're gonna go back again and fix it. What is going on? And I know what it is. It's because the sidebar, it's all the way down. So in your layers panel, we're gonna go and grab it. We're gonna put it all the way to the top. And then your logo should be part of it. It should be there, as well as this. I should have grouped this together. There you go. But then let me just group that, put it in there as well. Let's just play it again. Oh, now we are leaving behind one guy, which is this one. So drop it in there, and then let's play it. Cool. Perfect. That's pretty much it, you guys. I pretty like it. Pretty straightforward. Let's play it again. Boom. Let's go into photography, colors, patterns, iconography. Pretty dope, right? Pretty great. All right. Let's see what else we can do. I think we have a couple of minutes or maybe 1 minute left. Let's see. We have maybe when you land into this page, you can do some sort of, quick animation. I don't know. Just want to do something about it. Or no, let's not do that. Because then we're gonna get into more stuff. I want to be creating more and more stuff. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. What do you guys think on the chat? One thing I wanted to mention is remember to go into our Discord and join our community by posting your work on Discord. We have amazing mentors that can help you level up your skills and other creatives to inspire you. And this is where you go actually under feedback, and then under feedback, you're gonna go under challenge, and then in challenge, this is where you're gonna drop your designs, you're gonna drop your links. This is some of the cool stuff that some people have done already, which is awesome. Look at how beautiful this looks. But yeah, guys, just drop your stuff in there. I want to see some of that stuff there. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last challenge of this week of Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. Bye-bye.